Hello again, I'm Normal, and today I'm going to be trying to teach you how to be a better Zeus. At the very basic level, I'm going to recommend that you run at least 4 mods for your Zeus. CBA A3 is a general requirement that almost all mod packs require. Zeus Enhanced to make your Zeusing experience a little bit easier, 3 Enhanced to make your editor experience a lot easier, and Ace 3. Most units require this, and it will be important later on for arsenals, which most units require. Once you have started up Arma 3, you'll end up on this wonderful splash page. Go ahead and move over to the editor, click on it, select whatever map you want to click, and click continue. Eventually, you will load into a map. I've now selected an area to start the mission at. Go ahead and select a group faction, Blue 4, Op 4, Independent, or Civilian to set your player Zeus as. I generally like to keep my player Zeus as the same faction as the players, so we are going to be playing as Blue 4 today. Next, go to Systems, then type in Zeus. Place down the Game Master module. Double click on the Game Master module, type in the owner's variable name, set the default add-on to all add-ons including unofficial ones, and click OK. Now go back over to your Zeus, click the variable name, and type in the previously mentioned variable name, then click OK again. Now go back over to your modules tab and type in respawn. Place down the respawn position marker, name it, make sure to set the type to infantry, the leading side to whatever the side the player faction is on, and the other 2 selectors don't matter. Now go to the Attributes tab, go to the Multiplayer, go to the Respawn tab, and set Respawn on Custom Position. Make sure to set the respawn delay to anything higher than 0. If it stays at 0, there will be issues in the mission. Make sure to select Respawn Position, and click OK. Now it's time to put down the other player slots. Going to move over to Compositions, go to NATO, Blue 4 tab, and select a weapon squad. Now I'm going to press Alt-P using the 3 Enhanced mod, which will change all of these selected players into playable SWAT. If you don't have this mod, you can simply do the exact same thing by highlighting all of them, scrolling down in the list, finding the Playable tab under Object Control, and turning on the Playable tick, then pressing OK. Now we can finally actually play Zeus. Go ahead and right click on your Zeus. Now go down to Play as Character and click Enter. Now press Y to open up Zeus. Now you've entered the Zeus interface. First, we're going to start off with teleporting player. This is me, the player. Going to right click on myself using the Zeus Enhanced mod, go to teleport players, click on that, and then click wherever I want to teleport. You can also do this inside of the map, teleport anywhere. Let's go to the Spartan, but you will notice that I spawned in the middle of the ocean. That is not good. This is why we never use the map teleport for Zeus Enhanced. And now, because of this, I've actually just remembered another really important lesson. Do not teleport players that are in the water onto land, or they will die. What you need to do instead is you need to teleport them either into a vehicle or into the water directly adjacent to land. We're going to now teleport my character from the water into a vehicle. If you do not do that, they will hit the land with an incredible velocity and instantly die of fall damage. Now we're going to go over stealth mechanics. Arma 3 does have native stealth mechanics, but they are not good. This is why I do my own stealth by setting side relation. You can set side relation to have Blue 4 and Op 4, normally hostile factions, be friendly to each other. Click OK, and now Op 4 and Blue 4 factions will not engage each other. This is useful for stealth because you can have it so a side does not attack another player until you, as the Zeus, have decided that the Op 4 has seen the Blue 4. Once the Op 4 has seen the Blue 4, just go ahead and change the side over to hostile, and both factions will be hostile against each other. This also works for Independent against Blue 4 or any other variation. If you are going to use this method of stealth, make sure to go to Settings, Add-on Options, the Ace Interaction tab by scrolling down. Once you're in the Ace Interaction tab, make sure to find the Disable Negative Rating, make sure that it is enabled on the server settings, click OK. That will ensure that players will not get a negative rating, which will eventually mark them as hostile and create issues such as them not being able to get inside of friendly vehicles. Now we are going to make an Ace Arsenal inside of Zeus. This should be easy. Just go over to the empty category and type in whatever storage box you want. For this instance, I'm going to choose a wooden box, go to modules, type in arsenal, click add full arsenal, and apply the full arsenal onto the box by left clicking. You can do this for any object. Now we're going to go over remote controlling AI. In order to remote control an AI, hover your cursor over the AI, hold down left control, and double tap left click. If you want to remote control an enemy vehicle or into a specific slot inside of the enemy vehicle, make sure to highlight it by left clicking it once and then clicking on the individual character that you want to remote control and then double tapping left click just like you did the previous time with left control left click. If you're intending on the enemy faction or friendly faction trying to maintain in the same spot and not accidentally clip through buildings or run through walls, you can always double click, go to the abilities tab, make sure to untick the path option. Unfortunately, you will need to do this for each individual friendly, unless if you're using another Zeus mod that you can right click, turn off their pathing with that way. But as you can see, when I tell him to move, he will not move. He can still shoot, aim, and do all the other things an AI can do, but he cannot move. For example, see how he turned? He can still turn, he just cannot actually move away from the spot that he's at. One of my most common uses for Zeus is the hide Zeus option. Whenever I'm playing an op, I usually end up hiding my Zeus before the op, or after I've given it. You do that by clicking the hide Zeus module down on the ground, selecting yes, and then Zeus will hide. I use this fairly regularly for when I want to talk as enemy players, but still remain in Zeus. I can do that by teleporting myself right next to them, going over to the modules tab, typing in attach. You'll find the AttachTo feature where I click on the object that I want to attach to the object that I am attaching it to. Now, whenever this guy runs around, I will be attached to him, and I can talk to people and tell them how stupid they are, and when they kill this guy, I won't actually die. Now, we're going to go over what is, for lack of a better term, Zeus Etiquette. Generally, try to avoid one-shotting players when remote controlling a unit. Instead of going for this, try to go for this. Try to keep in mind players' eyesight when placing down units. If you know that players can see an area where you're placing down enemies, it's probably not a good idea to place them there, and it's generally unfun for the player to see exactly what's coming anyway. Additionally, try not to place units directly behind players, because if they get flanked by a force that they could have never possibly seen coming, it's not exactly fair. Try to keep in mind that anything that could instantly kill a player is generally not a good thing for a Zeus to do, unless if there is a way for the player to have avoided it. A good rule of thumb to keep in the back of your mind at all times that you should be trying to focus on keeping the players engaged and having fun. Some Zeuses forget this, and their player groups end up hating them because of it. So always try and keep that in mind. Another thing that you need to remember as Zeus is that players will tend to mess up your plans. Inevitably, during a mission, a player will do something that Zeus is not expecting, and you should always be able to stay on your feet and never get slowed down because of the players making a decision that you weren't expecting in the editor. Always have a backup plan, and don't punish players just because they've done something that you don't expect. It may even be a better plan than you were expecting. Work around whatever they do, try not to give up. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to show you in a short form video like this that you are just going to need to figure out on your own. You should spend time inside of the editor and the Zeus interface, even if it's just alone, having AI fight other AI, so you can figure out how to effectively Zeus. Good luck out there. I wish you all of the luck. You're going to need it. Trust me. I know. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Since most of you have already probably clicked off this video, this is for the only people that are actually staying and keeping my viewership up. I'm going in the description to put a link into the Discord channel. If you want to try and join some of our ops, you can feel free to do it there. See you guys later. Bye-bye.